Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Titans career mode, where we're first spot. I think we're tied with, it's either Cowboys or, I think it might be Cowboys, but yeah, we're taking on the Knights who, which makes sense, they're going pretty badly, not in the top 8, and their side it's just not that good. We see in the centres before, we saw that Dane Gagai, he will be coming to us next year, so sorry Knights, but you're losing probably one of your best, well, arguably your best player, so that's their losses, our gains, so that's going to be exciting. Our team is really good for next year, I've got to say, but right here, so we start off the game really strongly, and when Gordon made that break, I thought it must have been bloody Ryan James, how slow he was going. For some reason, he just could not take off, but yeah, we good first set, but to no avail. They did stop us there, and we did get very lucky there. It might have been Tuamavave. He actually went straight around Hoffman, but thankfully he passed the ball, or else he probably would have just gone in and scored the first try of the game right there. So yeah, back to next year. I'm looking forward to starting the next season, because, yeah, we've got Alex Glenn, Gagai, who else? We got some good forwards coming. We got Grezmiel, Terapo. This was a funny little circumstance right there. Pass the ball straight into the back of the head of the Knights player. And it made about 10 meters with that pass. And then once again, throwing just a loose pass. I tried the inside ball, but I did it when he was getting tackled and it didn't pay off too well. So Knights going to get a really good opportunity. This game has pretty much just been really back and forth. Our defense has been solid. The Knights have actually had a lot of possession, and we get extremely lucky where the glitch happens. And it's funny because I hadn't seen that glitch happen since, I think, the first game I played, that glitch happened, and it hadn't happened since until this game. So it worked out well for us there though, because they were looking pretty dangerous, and we are going to make them pay. And with Kevin Gordon actually with a bit of pace this time he wasn't in quicksand this run. Just takes around the fullback, cuts back inside, and I think Tuamavave is playing 5'8 there, Carlos. Not enough pace to catch back up, and we're going to open the account 6-0. 24 minutes gone, so you know, about where we usually are. 20 minutes gone, I'd like to get some points on the board, and just good interchange passing. Ingram into the gap, and Jai Ingram, I have heard the name, and I wasn't actually really looking to put him in the team at all, but his stats are actually really good. So I think he's only like 19 or 20, but he's like 80 or a bit over 80 ranking now, or stats wise, so that's really good for a really young player. So I'm probably going to make Ingram's going to play on the bench a lot, so you know, try to get his stats increased. I'm not exactly sure how like stats go up in career mode. I know they do, but I'm guessing it's just good form they go up over time. But as you saw there, took a nice bomb with Hoffman, and then just pass the ball out, and then wouldn't you believe it, it happens again to the Knights. And right here, I was actually thinking I might get a try here, but it just bounces dead on the full. As we see a replay, look how close this is to bouncing in the in goal, like a meter, and it bounced straight up, and Roberts was the only one really in QE of the ball there. So I don't know, like, it was, you know, the Knights have been really unlucky this game. But if we got that try, it would have been pretty awesome, I've got to say. If that bounced straight back up to Roberts, I would have been pretty happy with it. But yeah, the Knights, no luck at all. I couldn't believe it happened twice this game though, that little glitch. But yeah, thankfully it hasn't happened to me, because yeah, it can be pretty annoying. So half time, we try to do something. We don't really do anything too flashy, but yeah, 6-0 lead, that's pretty good. And right there, a beautiful little inside pass back to Hoffman. And we're going to go back down the blind side here with Roberts onto Taylor, just as to draw the fullback. And Aiden Caesar actually out on the wing there. Does a nice finish. Not customary, not his usual position out on the wing, but he must have been practicing that diving try for a fair while. That's a pretty good effort. And yeah, it was just honestly, for some reason I start the game and I start the second half really good. I don't know if it's just because, you know, when you're fatigued, the players are fatigued, they don't play as well. That's probably the main reason, but yeah, just the start of games, I usually make a good break and I look dangerous, but it usually dwindles away pretty quickly as the Knights once again. And this is what I'm talking about. At the end of games, or even just starting the second half, this Titans team, I don't know if they just don't have good fitness, but it seems like they really fall off tackles in the second half. Like, even if I make substitutions and I've got players that are pretty fresh on the field, it seems like just a lot of tackle breaks happen in the second half, which, I mean, is understandable. And then right here, just good offloads, and then Uarte, too much strength. Hoffman came up with a fair few try savers, but unfortunately, too much to do here. He actually held him up, and then, you know, the drag animation, I'm still on the fence if I like the drag mechanic in this game. I don't know. Honestly, as it stands right now, I'd probably say no. But that's the main reason I don't like it is because I don't really understand it. Because it always seems when I try to do a drag in defense, I always pull them towards my try line. And I'm not sure if that's because I'm doing it the wrong way or if the opposition are actually dragging. But right here, Josh Hoffman proving his worth once again. And I'm probably going to keep Hoffman in the fullback spot and Roberts in the centers. I just feel like it's the best for the team. But yeah, right here, just LG actually got back to cover the ball and then just passed straight to Hoffman and found a bit of space, went for it, and they weren't gonna chase me down. No one on the Knights team. There's no real speedsters. Uarte's probably their fastest player, and he definitely wasn't chasing there. So yeah, we're gonna go 16-6 up. Playing pretty well. You know, doesn't mean too many errors. A few loose passes here and there as we look to spread it again. You know, late in the game, trying to throw it around, get a few points on the board. But right here, Hoffman takes the catch, and I thought the offload was on, but unfortunately, the AI teammates didn't support me. They didn't back up, and the Knights straight away do the smart thing, go out wide. But that man again, Hoffman, makes the error, but makes up for it straight away, getting back. But then the Knights here, throwing it around in the middle of the field. And Olmate was in for sure right there, but they just throwing it around, hard to handle. And then once again, the little drag animation, Jeremy Smith barges over the top of little Matty Sharma. So, you know, that's pretty realistic, I guess. Pretty hard to stop Jeremy Smith from a meter out one-on-one. And once again, the Knights are actually going to fight their way back into this game. It was a game that I never thought I was going to lose, but with that misconversion, it just pretty much one error from us and one easy try for the Knights could have proved very costly and could have rubbed us out. But right there, I think it was Caesar got absolutely whacked right there. And I should have probably subbed Sharma off. He's got like no stamina at all. But that is gonna almost be full time. Actually, Hoffman here, he's had a great game. I try to slot a sneaky field goal, but just shaves the right crossbar or upright. And we are going to win 16-12. So a good solid win. We probably let it get a little close considering we were versing the Knights who are struggling. But, you know, we'll take it. A win's a win. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.